Hey guys, today I want to talk a bit about training regime and kind of the way my week works out and how I train. Usually I train around 4 or 5 times a week, and that would all vary the type of training that I do. I usually like to do weight training 4 or 5 times a week, and then do cardio once or twice. I work as well, a full-time job, so it can be difficult. I'm up at 6 o'clock every morning. But the way I sort of split my week would be, I do two body parts a day. Um, Now I wouldn't do the same each day. It could be like a Monday where I do chest and triceps, but I could change that. It could be chest, then a back on a Monday. Depends. And then shoulders be and legs be Tuesday. It just depends, and then biceps, triceps Wednesday. Or I could do biceps and even legs. It depends. I'm not really into that kind of fixed, way of doing things. And obviously it's different with CP. Recovery is not as easy as an able-bodied person, so I'd get tired if I'd done too much. So usually I do training on a Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday, and it kind of breaks things up nicely. And I have to get that balance right as well because I have a child. So sometimes that can be difficult. Some people will go hell for leather 6 days a week, and personally I don't agree with that. Because I just think you're gonna get tired, especially when you have a full-time job. People, you know, to go work out every day and then to work full time, and then they're wondering why they're tired and stuff like that. And well, I suppose sometimes you can be getting the balance right as well. Like, it's important that you get good sleep, because a lot of people underestimate that. And one thing that I disagree with as well, which a lot of people do, is work out at night time. I usually try and work out around 6, 7 o'clock, but some people work out at 10 o'clock, which I think is crazy, because at the end of the day, when you work out, you get more energy, which means that's going to be difficult to fall asleep. Which I don't get, and you need 7 or 8 hours of sleep. Well, I do anyway, definitely. So it's all about getting the balance right, especially when I was playing Paralympic football. We learned that from the Irish Sports Council. They had sports scientists, you had nutritionists, you had everyone there, physiotherapists telling you what way to work. We used to do, we used to work with Dropbox and stuff like that, so we used to balance our whole week and stuff like that, and it'd be mad, like literally Monday, you'd have your whole day like scheduled out. It was crazy, it was, but it was great, because obviously you knew exactly what you were doing. You had that balance, you knew exactly what time you were getting up at, what you had to do, and we record everything, how many hours it takes to get to work and stuff like that. So it was really, really good, so I kind of learned all that, having that balance, when I was uh, involved with the Paralympic Ireland team. As I said before, I've done personal training courses, so I know what I'm doing. At the moment, I'm not really bulking up. I'm sort of just keeping and maintaining my muscle, um, which I've been trying to do my whole kind of life. But I suppose in a way, like, the way I sort of train is I try to focus more on my right side. Obviously I have the disability and stuff like that. I know it's never going to balance off. My right side is always going to be stronger. Like I said, I was born with cerebral palsy, so it's more difficult. Like, it's more about acceptance and working with what you have. So obviously, like, there's pros and cons of having a disability. When I was in my teens, I used to suffer with depression, anxiety and stuff like that, because I just couldn't deal with the fact that I had this disability, and I struggled to walk past people as well and all that sort of stuff. So I think through kind of weight training and gaining more confidence, I learned that I was always in good shape, and I had to sort of accept that my left side was going to be stronger, and that's what it's about. It's about finding your happiness. And another thing that I want to talk about a bit is about being a father. I'm 26 now. I became a father when I was 24. It was the most beautiful thing I've ever gone through. I love my daughter Paige, and it changed her whole life and changed her whole perspective of life as well. And everything that I do is for her. I work ridiculously hard, and it's for her, because everything I do is a benefit to her future. And hopefully she has a great life, and I think I'm a great father, and I'll keep marching on. Um, what's most important is that she has a good future and a good path ahead of her. And I want to talk a bit about that balance, about being a father and working out, and stuff like that, and working full time. It can be difficult for any sort of parent, whether you're a man or a woman, and stuff like that, whether you have 1, 2, 3 kids. People will talk about, oh, I've no time to work out. You do. I get up at 6 o'clock in the morning. Sometimes that's what it takes to work out, and I still stick to 3 or 4 times a week working out. On top of having a job, and that's what you have to do. You have to make your own time. Like I said, I do that Dropbox sheet, which I've learned to do with the Paralympic Ireland team, about balancing your life, which is fantastic. You know, at the end of the day, guys, you have 7 days a week, so there's no excuse to say that you can't work out. And you know, so it's all about finding what's best in your means, what works. You know, what's your situation. And you know, personally, what I feel works best is I'd come home, I'd spend a few hours with my child, and then I would go and I'd work out for half an hour. Even if I can only work out for half an hour, that's enough. Like some people spend like an hour and a half in the gym, which is crazy. You know, I think like, at the end of the day, you have to realise you should only spend about 45 to an hour in the gym, because at the end of the day, you get tired, you get fatigued. And that should be enough, you know, because if you're working out an entire body, you're gonna do yourself no good. Um, and obviously, you know, the recovery is not as easy when you have CP. So my nutrition has to be on point. My water has to be on point, you know. So any sort of water or sweat that I lose from my body, I have to replace with water. And you know, I'm not into that eating 5 or 6,000 calories a day. You know, I eat a good amount of food. I eat a good diet. And the way my diet would probably work would be 6% carbs, 30% protein, 10% fats. You know. And from seeing my Instagram, you can see, you know, I'm not, like I said, I'm not really into bulking up huge. I've always been like being neat and tidy and be toned, you know. Maybe in the future I'll probably bulk up again. Even when I was 21, 22, I was quite big. But the problem is that I get too big on one side. That's the problem. And for me, it's about being happy. But you know, I am on a mission. I want to show people like what I can do, and I want to try and influence people. So, you know, if you've liked this video, you know, stick a thumbs up, and make sure you follow me on Instagram. Thanks.